Jeez, now let's put this away. Time is the most precious thing that every editor has, and understanding that with just a few adjustments, you can do more in 1 hour than any other editor. A bold claim, I know, but then this is the thing. This is what I personally use to create high quality videos for all my clients across different industries consistently, including YouTube. A large number of editors in 2024 still haven't made a lot of these changes I'm about to list, and it's probably the reason why they're having issues turning up on time and submitting their videos within deadlines. But there are simple changes that you can make today, and will help you transform your workflow and help you meet your deadlines with ease. And it's these changes that have allowed me to sit confidently with a client and make rather complex changes to an edit within a short period of time. Today, I'll be sharing all this in just 10 minutes because on this channel we prioritize delivering quick and practical filmmaking tips. Optimize Premiere Pro settings. Enable GPU acceleration. So what you do is you go to File, Project Setting, General, then under Render, you select Mercury Playback Engine GPU acceleration. It could be CUDA, OpenCL, or Metal. You choose the one that's for your GPU. So if you don't have a GPU, you probably choose OpenCL. Next thing is adjust memory allocation. You go to Edit, Performance, Memory. What you really want to do here is based on how much RAM you have, you kind of adjust it so that you still have enough for other applications, but then you actually want to prioritize Premiere Pro. Set up a scratch disk. You go to Edit, Preference, Media Cache. You need to optimize your Premiere Pro to fit your system because everybody's system has different capabilities, and you need to make sure that you fine-tune Premiere Pro so that it works well with your system and does not push it past its limit. Some time ago, even after optimizing my Premiere Pro, I realized that I was having issues with heavy files and videos with higher resolutions above 1080p. And then after some digging, I realized that it's not just people with low-end computers or average computers that have these issues. Even our favorite editors and mainstream editing companies have these issues, depending on their project requirements. But eventually, I was able to find a way to optimize playback. The simple step is to first use the drop-down menu under Program Monitor and set your resolution to 1/4 or 1/2, depending on how much your system can handle. Sometimes I end up taking it to 1/8 if I have the toggle option there. Then enable proxy workflow. Create proxies by right-clicking on your media in the projects panel and selecting proxy. Create proxies. Proxies allow you to create a lower resolution file of the video you're working on so that it will be easier for your system to handle. Nowadays, people use it for remote jobs, but then you could use it depending on your system's capabilities. After doing this, you see some improvements in your playback speed, and then you should have saved some time. But unfortunately, some editors haven't actually found a way to maximize all the customization in Premiere Pro, and it makes tasks that should just take 1 second prolong longer than they should. Some of these efficient editing techniques include using shortcuts. You go to Edit, you click on Keyboard Shortcuts. Learn to use keyboard shortcuts to speed up your workflow. Customize your shortcuts to your taste. Use workspace efficiently. I can't stress this enough. Presently, I have different workspaces depending on what I'm doing. Some people just like to do everything in one place, and if that works for you, that's cool. But I personally, when I'm doing color, when I'm doing sound, I have different customizations of my panels just because I find out that it's easier for me to maybe drag and drop files or to manipulate my images. So make sure you take advantage of this. And then also your sequence settings. Match your sequence settings to your source footage to avoid unnecessary rendering. Some people, for some reasons, either because they want to or they need to, edit on a higher resolution timeline than their base footage. I personally, from experience, have found out that it doesn't generate random pixels for you to magically boost your image or perceived resolution. So I advise that what you do is you edit at the right resolution. Then maybe if after this you're done editing and you save some time, you want to export at the higher resolution, you can do that. You can take your time, you can burn your computer. You do what you want to do, but just make sure that while you're editing, unless it is necessary, edit at the source footage's resolution. Now let's say you're a pro and you've done all the things I've listed. I'm sure that 70% of editors neglect these things. How do I know? Because I have a couple of editor friends, and anytime I ask them, they tend to neglect their system's optimization. And I made the same error a couple of months back, and it cost me a lot. Step 1 to optimize your system: close unnecessary programs. It's very simple. You want to edit while we leave a game open. Close it. Like, close it. You don't have a petabyte of RAM. Just close it. So you close it. If you have Chrome, close Chrome, because Chrome is resource heavy. Now, I understand that some of us might need to maybe check some emails or we use our browsers for assets and things like that. Make sure you close unused tabs. And let's say you just don't want to close your tabs, get this plugin, one tab allows you to temporarily close your tabs and it saves it for you. If you need to open them back, it opens it back exactly how they were. So that helps you save resources, and then you'll be able to still use your browser at the same time. And then left to me, actually the advice that you use browsers like Chrome. I prefer maybe you use Firefox or you use Microsoft Edge, because in recent updates of Microsoft Edge, now you can allocate a specific amount of RAM to your Microsoft Edge, so it doesn't surpass that, and then Premiere Pro is doing its thing and Microsoft Edge is doing its thing. If you found one of these browser tips helpful, don't hesitate to hit that like button. Update your software. I can't stress about this. Update your Premiere Pro, update your GPU drivers, especially this one, because I don't know if you're following me for a while, but a couple of months back I was able to export for 1 full month just because my drivers were not updated. If you found these tips helpful and you want more valuable insight like this, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell too, so that you'll be part of the first people to see when I drop a new video. For some of us editors, what's limiting us is not our systems, it's ourselves. And lucky for you, I have a template that allows us to manage our media efficiently. You might want to transcode your footage, you convert your footage to an edit-friendly codec like ProRes or DNX HD. I personally don't do this because most of the footages I shoot work on my PC, but let's say you're working on a Mac or you're working on a PC and you need to switch to something. Some people say Mac ProRes works better on Mac, so if for that reason you might want to transcode to ProRes. I've heard some editors say that they export their project in ProRes first because ProRes is lossless, and then Premiere Pro does not have to go through the steps of compressing and stuff like that. Then when they are done, they bring the ProRes file back into Premiere Pro and then they export it in using one of Premiere Pro's presets. Personally, I haven't experimented with this, especially because ProRes files tend to get very large and I don't really have time for that. So in case if you've experimented with it and maybe you've tried it out or you haven't tried it out now and maybe give me feedback, I'll really love to see your feedback in the comment section. Optimizing your media. Keep your media files on a fast separate drive to avoid slowdowns caused by fragmentation and slow drives. Say that if you give somebody your drive and they cannot immediately find out where everything is and what each file is for, then you're probably doing something very wrong. Lucky for you, I have a template and it works even though you don't have a separate drive. Even though preferably it's nice you have a separate SSD where you work off from. So what I do is this. I have in my general folder, I create a place called edits and export files. So in my edit files, I have a couple of folders in it, but the two major folders are images and videos. This is because occasionally I take images too. So under my video folder, inside it, I create individual folders for each client I'm working with, because sometimes some clients are recurring and I found out it just makes sense to group the folders by clients. Then inside each of those, I can group it by projects depending on if they are recurring clients or not. Then in my export folder, what I do is I group it by, how do I actually group it though? Then in my export folder, I do the exact same thing with images and videos, but this time around I also have some other folders for timeline and some other things. But basically what you want to do is inside the video section, I grouped everything by year. So you see 2021 down to 2023. Then inside each of those folders, I create a new folder every single month and I make sure that I reroute all my media there. So if I'm creating things for June, everything goes into June. And the reason why I do this is because I found out that over time, you might want to, a client might be like, oh, please, I misplaced the file. Do you have this file? And then you can say, oh, I worked with this client between May and June. So you can just easily track it and find out that, oh, this is where this client's file is, and that way things are faster and more efficient. And then if you're looking for things that are more efficient, let's just end there. Also, I put my cache and proxy files in my SSD because caching needs to be fast so that your playback can be fast. Your proxy generation is advisable that it's done on an SSD too, so that it can be generated on time and you can quickly work on your files. Now, the next thing is to clear your cache. Regularly clearing of your cache allows you to free up space, because after some time, all these things pile up after months and months of using. So you want to clear your cache, and you do this by going to edit, preference, media cache, and you click on delete. Sometimes these files can span up to like 100 gigs, so you make sure you check it every month or so, or after a major project. In this video, we've explored how you can boost your productivity and get more done in just 1 hour. But what good is all that extra time when your shots don't look cinematic? Every great film needs all those key moments that captivate the audience. That's why I want to share another crucial aspect of filmmaking to you. There are 3 essential action shots that can transform any scene, giving it that professional cinematic vibe. Without these, your footage might fall flat and lose that magic touch. Check out this video to discover those 3 must-have cinematic shots that will help you effortlessly elevate the cinematography of your next scene. Don't miss out on making every frame count.